Donald Trump is taking hundreds of millions of American tax dollars away from AIDS funding from governments all across Africa and now redirecting a share of it towards the cause of Afrikaner self-determination. According to sources in Washington, the US State Department is about to launch a multi-million rand research grant that will specifically be aimed at uncovering the truth about racial discrimination against white South Africans, as well as the human rights abuses and systematic violence our people have endured under the ANC. But even more than that, this very same research project would then go on to potentially explore ways to support the Afrikaner people's right and struggle to get out of this oppressive system. According to the ProPublica publication in Washington, D.C., one of the front runners to receive said grant of $1 million is none other than Lex Libertas, the organization founded by Ernst Roets to further the prospect of full self-determination for South Africa's different nations with a specific focus on the Afrikaner. Stay tuned, because today we are going to explore one of the most earth-shattering developments in decades when it comes to our own people's fight for freedom on this piece of land. In February last year, just as the US President Donald Trump signed the executive order that initiated the Afrikaner refugee program, he also, around the same time, shut down around 40 USAID-funded South African AIDS clinics, which had been milking the American taxpayer for hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. At the same time, the White House didn't yet cut all AIDS funding to South Africa, as US tax dollars continued to support similar programs through the United States President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, widely known under the acronym of PEPFAR. This program was initially launched by President George W. Bush back in 2003 already to combat the massive AIDS pandemic in sub-Saharan Africa. Over the past few decades, PEPFAR supplied roughly 17% of South Africa's total HIV program funding for free, amounting to approximately $450 million or 8 billion rands annually given to South Africa. Now, the White House has informed Congress that it is also cutting all of the remaining PEPFAR support to South Africa, with virtually all of the remaining programs to be concluded by the end of next month. This is the money that was used to fund everything from HIV testing and diagnosis, viral load testing and laboratory support, medical research and clinical trials, to distributing condoms and providing sex education to kids. Now, all of that funding is being brought to an abrupt end. But where will that money now go? Well, we may have uncovered a hint in a new report just released by the New York-based media house ProPublica, one of the most highly regarded investigative newsrooms in the United States, and the first ever online media outlet to win the prestigious Pulitzer Prize. According to this report, the US State Department is now reportedly taking the first step towards making available just over $1 million in fund towards research on anti-white discrimination and what it describes as the crimes against minority populations in South Africa. The ProPublica report, published by two investigative journalists, Anna Maria Barry Jester and Sharon Lerner, then goes on to state the following. It is clear from sources we spoke with that the key targeted minority population in question is the white ethnic group known as Afrikaners. DRL staff had been told to begin the process of awarding funds to a group called Lex Libertas, which was founded by a controversial figure who has called for Afrikaner self-governance. The proposed grant was later opened up to allow a broader set of invited groups to apply for $1 million of funding, though it is still only intended for the same purposes according to the people with knowledge of the process. The State Department declined to say whether Lex Libertas will be among those invited to compete, citing ongoing deliberations. The report then proceeds to outline how sources close to the White House also confirmed that the idea behind this 17 million rand grant is to fund research relating to violence and discrimination against Afrikaners as a people specifically. Recently, we at the Willem Petsche Group interviewed the president of the New York Young Republicans Club, Stefano Forte, about their idea of the US government appointing a special envoy for the Afrikaners as a distinct people or nation in South Africa.
When President Biden was elected, he had a special envoy to the LGBTQ community. He had a special envoy to climate change. He had they make people special envoys for anything, right? I would be surprised if there wasn't a special envoy to, hamburgers at this point. But this is real. This is a very real issue. And before I came here, I actually wrote an op-ed in the Gateway Pundit calling on President Trump, our great president, who's done so much for the Afrikaner people, who came when Cyril Ramaphosa was in the Oval Office. He turned down the lights, but he shined the light on what's going on here in South Africa. So there was an op-ed that was published in the Gateway Pundit, and then myself and Dr. Ernst, we're going to be doing a press conference soon where I'm going to be making that known to members of the press that we should do this. And then once we get back home, we're going to deliberate and see how we could push this further.
It may then very well be that the latest move from the State Department in terms of releasing a grant to further the cause of Afrikaner self-determination could potentially be the result of activism done by the likes of Stefano Forte and others in America. This would also explain why Ernst Rootz's Lex Libertas is expressly mentioned by name in the ProPublica report as the potential beneficiary of these monies. After all, we know that the New York Young Republicans and Lex Libertas are actively working together to raise awareness about this cause through their White Cross project, for example. Following their recent international conference, where we also met up with Forte, Lex Libertas has now managed to position itself as a premier think tank in Southern Africa when it comes to advocating for the very cause that this grant is reportedly to be directed towards. Other recent developments that potentially contributed to this and that we have likewise previously covered on this channel are the recent report released by the White Policy Papers Institute, in which they expressly called upon the White House to actively support the Afrikaner cause for an independent republic in Southern Africa. In that particular report, this Washington DC-based think tank specifically called upon the United States government to support what it described as the self-determination of the Christian European people like the Afrikaners. Here at the Willem Petsche Group, we always strive to bring you the full story when it comes to potentially earth-shattering developments just like this. You can help us continue our work and grow our footprint in the Southern African and international media landscape by becoming a patron today. Simply follow these easy steps on the banner at the bottom of your screen to take your support to our cause to the next level. So, despite the fact that it is still unclear who exactly will benefit from this new $1 million grant and how much of this grant will be distributed to various groups, the very fact that potential funding such as this is being discussed in Washington is a clear indication that support for the Afrikaner people in general, and more specifically the cause of Afrikaner self-determination, is now being taken to the next level by the United States government. This was unthinkable just 24 months ago, and it just once again highlights how much progress we Afrikaner Christians have made over the past few years. Every single one of us who is busy and who is actively participating in this fight to get the truth out there. A cause that had been declared dead and buried by our own mainstream media decades ago is now clearly very much alive and well. In our recent video on the policy paper released by this major Washington DC think tank in support of Afrikaner self-determination or this concept, we provided a lot of valuable background to this latest developing story, which we covered for you in today's video. So, if you want to know more about this background and what exactly is going on in Washington, D.C. and the United States government, and what the potential financial support for the cause of Afrikaner nationalism may look like, you will definitely benefit from that specific video, which you can check out by simply clicking on this link appearing on your screen right now. And remember to help us continue our work needed to produce content of this quality every single day by joining us as a patron by following the easy steps on this banner. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. We appreciate the gift of your time. Goodbye and God bless.